Hi, and welcome back to my playthrough of the Darkside Detective. On the next case of Tome Alone. Okay, what's the case, Julie? Fill me in. Case? No, I have some overdue books to drop back. So that purple swirling vortex thing above the building has nothing to do with why we're here. Oh, come on now, detective. You're hardly gonna arrest the weather. Things you'll try to do to justify this department. Let's get this over with. These statues make me uncomfortable, but not very welcoming. They should at least be reading a book or wearing glasses or something. Before this was a library, it was where the mayor kept his line collection. Alright, that's clear. That clears that up, so. This is a library. What a helpful plaque. We'll be done in a jiffy, detective. How many cases do we need to solve, do you think, to get a car that doesn't leak in the rain? It keeps us fresh, sharp even. Fines. For being late? How are books late? It's not like they have places to be. You're not charming your way out of this, Patrick. Rules are rules. Can't we come to some kind of arrangement? Do you have any parking tickets you want to see go bye-bye? Julie, are you trying to bribe your way out of a fine? No? Here's an arrangement for you. I'll drop your fine if you arrest that troublesome kid. Kid? The one who's responsible for the storm, and you know, the ghosts. Ghosts? What? A silence. Sigh. Shh. Is this your to-read pile? Oh, I've read all those. Just is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer. From a certain angle, it looks like Julie has crazy hair. I thought you found owning books suspicious. It is. What kind of secret stuff are you reading that you can't get it from your local library? Maybe people just like having their own books. Maybe it's a germ thing. Germs? You really will believe anything how it tells you. The computer seems to be broken. It's not broken, it's hollow, so they can store more books in it. Never when I'll need to cut something in half, or a lazier approximation of half. I got this from Doris last time I had to get out of paying fees. I'm gonna have to up the ante this time. Even the lamp is flickering. I really enjoy the access to secret areas this job gets us. Staff only, not on our watch. An old photocopier. I can't imagine this gets much use. Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt for the records. Everyone's butt? Just mine, now that I think about it. That's the price of working out, I guess. Looks like some of these jackets have been here for years. We should go through their pockets. You know, for evidence. Roses are red, violets are blue. Your loaning rights are revoked due to books overdue. What were you saying about ghosts? This place is haunted, you know. The usual stuff. The usual. Flickering lights, floating books, strange noises, eerie purple storms. It's chasing off the readers. And you say a kid is to blame? He's the only one here often enough. Suspiciously often, if you ask me. I'll look into it. Or else I'll call a pair of oddball priests and or questionable ghost-busting startup to come fix this. What books did Julie borrow? He had Rules to Rave 2, Roswell, New Mexico, where the aliens really experiment on us, and The Law, What Does It, and Do We Really Need It? Hey, what happened to librarian reader privilege? Not a real thing, buddy. I take it you gave up on the law book? Not enough pictures. What's that you're reading? Skylight. The heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with a reverse vampire. Oh, what now? A reverse vampire. He can only come out during the day. I'm at the part where her prom night and he promised to take her, but the clocks went forward and now it's on at night. What happens if he goes out at night? He gets really sleepy. Sounds interesting. What? It sounds awful, detective. If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. An old elevator. Where is the staircase? We have none. There was a fire, and ironically, the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed. What odd leaves that plant has. That's just the dead tree where Doris dries her stockings. What did the rabbi and the priest talk about in the library? I don't know. Nothing. Libraries are a place of quiet respect and solitude, which they were both respecting. You need to work on your stand-up material. Don't blink. If we lived in medieval times, you'd be living the adventure of ye Darkside bailiff and his squire Julie. Gone tales of the sad venture. The library of books. Dragon ageism. The Witcher tales of an indecisive adventure. What a great game, eh? Yeah, funny looking drop pieces though. How convenient. I'd have expected to go through a series of semi-logical puzzles to get this. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger, until I found out they had go into space. Looks like some of the rocket's aluminum is coming off. That could be useful. Fantastic hobbit, drowned in moonlight, strangled by her own bra. Doctor Who's thrilling adventure through grammar and structure. Space hike, boldly going to places safely explored by others. How to Woo a Wookiee. What about this one? The words are short, and I think I can read the whole book from one cover to the other cover. Oh, is that suitable for my age range? I wrote a book about books for my age range, and they're all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Okay, I'll try it out. I'll try it. I hope I like it because I've read all the books about boys and wizards and talking dogs in here. I hope I get to have a pet robot someday. Too many responsibilities. Feeding it, rubbing its belly, teaching it to overthrow humanity. Why would you teach it that? I want to be on their good side when the inevitable happens. I've always loved trains and trams, not monorails though, thinking they're better than everyone else because they're up in the air. Why your parents don't love you. Anne and Barry's face financial ruin. Little and Big Pooh saved the day. Nobody, not one person, needs kids to be talking like there is somebody invisible with them. ABC as easy as 4, 5, 6. There's a cold draft coming from this vent. That could be good. Can't be good for this kid's health. The dust is wrong under this. It makes me think it was moved recently. If you master, I loved those as a kid. I'll take this and see if I can find use. It's times like these that I miss walking the beat. Bad baby incites a riot. Kindergarten Kate summons the devil. Grumpy Chris hates to play. You look familiar. Have I arrested you before? Well, that's not right. Neat trick. What magic book do you learn that from, kid? It's not magic, it's nothing. Who are you talking to, kid? I'm not telling you anything. I've heard what happens to people who do a snitch. Modern media is really making our job hard. Professor Theodore Library, inventor of the libraries. Nope, not one word of that is true. Do you have one brown coat you wear all the time? Or a wardrobe full of the same style? Oh, hello, miss. I wasn't expecting anyone to be here. Oh, hello, my name's Raxa. I'm here to study the strange goings-on. I guess that's why you're here too, detective. Oh, sure. That's me, always investigating stuff on purpose. Want to share what you found? Well, it's not much, but there seems to be a strange concentration of energy in the next room. I'm searching the internet for a way to be able to see whatever it actually is. Well, let me know if you find anything. Who doesn't need a chalk in the 21st century? Most people? A fair point. Time always seems to stand still in boring places like the library. You look uncomfortable, Dooley. It's this whole reading room thing. I mean, should we be reading right now? Can I not read anywhere else? Does the room itself read? And if so, what does it read? You have a special mind, Julie. Chief Scully says that's why she assigned me to your department. Oh, there's nothing contraband in this pile. I wish. You know what I mean. It's broken. If I want to look at any microfilms, I'll need to find another way to do so. It's radiating energy, like Rexa said. I think that would be a clue, possibly. There's just too much in here to take. Even my pockets have their limits. Why would anyone have so many files that need a cabinet to store them in? Do you think there is such thing as a megafilm? Let's see what we can find online. Looks like I need to figure out the password. So, ghost hunting detective. That's classified. Because there's a whole bunch of eerie mumbo jumbo going on here. So you noticed that. I'm majoring in the cults at TLU. You can do that? I thought all that stuff was banned. Somebody has to catalog and ban it all, detective. Right? It's all fairly hush-hush. So what does one study with occultism? Whatever you want. I went with computer science, so I won't be studying two impractical subjects. Good call, Roxa. From experience, I can tell you that the cult doesn't pay much. Turning duct tape into pants. Make your nethers sustainable. Things you can fill jam jars with, Volume 3. Whittling dice out of larger dice. Detective. The inspectional investigative role-playing in the world of darkness. It looks like he's jumping. You'd jump too if someone shoved a pull up your behind. Wait a minute, these are printouts of children's art. Look at Mr. Moneybags in his deep pockets. Rich enough that he can pay children artists for children's works, this guy. Jeez. Somebody seems to have left some glue here. It's no duct tape, but it could be useful. Why are these fake? Well, you can't have kids painting over the books. How to do DIY yourself. I'm really good at DIY. I get my sister to do it with me. This one's called Building Mediocre Mysteries by the Spooky Doorway team, whoever they are. DIY because you're too broke to pay someone else to do it. So your government is broke by C. Where? Tetraphobia? Fear of the number 4. It's quite common for buildings in China to be missing the 4th floor. But the 4th floor is there, just the button is missing. Oh yeah. And we're not in China. You have all the answers, don't you? Your elevator is broken. There's no button for the 4th floor. Yep, I hope you don't want to read any horror books. Well, I would like to be able to get there. Oh well then, sorry I guess. Can I have the internet password please? I'll give you access to all my juicy manuscripts. No chance. Doris, I need that password for my investigation. And I need those books kept safe until my genius is recognized, so no. If you need anything else, I'll be here, unless I'm not. What makes you think I want a sticky card? Well, I combine the glue with a library card. Well, I just destroyed some historical material. Let's hope there was a point in that. You can cut up, it's too much to carry. Looks like I'll need to bring something here. Well, it fits. Let's look at what it didn't actually chop out of Twin Lakes' recent history. Spider moths, do it again. Do it again. Sounds like they were on some kind of winning streak instead of having burnt down yet another stadium. Budgetary cutbacks have seen the local library reduced to a skeletal staff. I know Doris is old, but that seems a bit unfair. It means very few people work here. Oh, yep, just Doris now, and she's actually a retired volunteer. Tough times. I shouldn't have read that aloud. I think I may have just summoned something. I remember this case. What the? Hello? Who are you and how did you get here? I am that which can never be unseen. The ooze from your nightmares. The knower of unknowns. Right. That's not very helpful if I'm honest. Help is there for those that know how to take it. Okay then, alright, tell me. Oh, knower of unknowns. What's going on here? I don't rightly know. Right. But I do know that the coward Yeats is protecting a hidden room, one that holds vast power and treasures. No doubt that which is responsible for the spectral summoning of myself and the others lies within. The others? The others. Detective, who are you talking to? I'm not talking to. You know what? I don't even know how to explain this. What is all that again? Eat secret room, mad power within. We cool, bro? We're cool. Pray, sir, a moment of your time. Another one. Another spirit, yes. Then with your question you have answered my own. Huh? Forgive me, but I wish to know if you have seen, on your travels, that scoundrel Crowley. Forcefully mysterious man in a silly hat? The very same. I know he lurked here, but somewhere. He mentioned a hidden room. Yes, but not on the matter. I shall say no more, not until the beast is gone. But I just want, not a word more, sir, not a word more. Why are you wearing a Viewmaster, Detective? Oh, it's part of the game I'm playing. The game also involves me pretending to talk to invisible people. No need for further questions. Everything has been answered, so satisfactory. Goodbye. Are you an author too? I don't recognize you. But not like Jan Toffs with their literary fiction. I wrote useful stuff like house wiring and how to do own plumbing. Think you can fix the elevator? With the right gear I could. I need a new button myself. What's all this for? Could you use this button to fix the elevator? I mean, I can't. I can, but won't do nothing. Needs to conductive to make circuit work. It should make the button conductive. Could this button replace a broken one in the elevator? Let me see. Looks like it'll do the job. Give a few minutes to pop it in place. Thanks for fixing the elevator, Gale. Happy to help. It were fun doing something useful again. Oh look, Dorf must have finally fixed the elevator button. No, it was... never mind. A collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library, like How to Cook a Dinosaur, if you ever catch one. The Internet and Other Fads. Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Belleum, and MMO Accountancy. Be the fictional banker you always knew you were. That's one heck of a view of the city. I can't see anything through this Viewmaster. I won't tell anyone if you want to take it off. I will, but not just yet. Looks like you can get out to the roof through here. Thankfully it's locked. I'd rather not go back out in that storm. You barely make teenage girls whimper, Howie. Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. You play on common cliches. Your penny dreadfuls lack true horror, at best spooky pulp. Your best works aren't even written by you. Charlatan, fraud, undead trickster. If you feel that way, then why do you hide my work, Eddie? Again, I say, I do not have your book. You probably hid it because it was too scary for you. Gah, you're an infuriating man. From 8 access to 0 oxygen, a murderous primer. The dread person murders. Everyone's guilty. Haunted place. I've never been up here before. Because the broken elevator? Because it's scary up here. This is one creepy looking bookshelf. It kills. Lemons for every meal. Murder. The pain giver. These are one hell of an atmosphere fire hazard. The quirky killings. Stab fests. The 6. The underwhelmer. A yearn for blood. What's going on here? I didn't take this blasted book. His blasted book. It was that childish Blyton woman. Why didn't you tell him that? He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it so more people would borrow my books over his. Nonsense. I care not for his current zeitgeist. My work are vastly superior. He is being such a child. I'm clearly the greater horror writer. I tore apart the minds of a generation with atheistic horror. With your atheistic rubbish. Right. I'll have you, mate. Come at me, you sickly twerp. You two stop it, or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer. He started it. Oh, I never. It was you and your... I don't care who started. I'm putting a stop to it. Wait right here. And not a peep. Oh hey, big fan of your work. Thanks, not you. Oh. I read your detective books. Wonderfully over the top. I think you should read this one. I read this one and thought it was good. What's it about? It's a story about this kid who can see dead people. Oh, that's not for me. It's scared. I'm scared of ghosts. Excuse me, did you steal Lovecraft's book? He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one has more frightening books. I took this book in hopes it would stop their arguing. It seemed to have just made it worse. Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't. How am I meant to stop those two fighting? That is not my concern. You want this book, you stop their fight. There's got to be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely that would stop their bickering. Can you see the ghost too? Kiddo, ghost? What nonsense are you filling his head with, detective? I see them. They're my friends. Well, this one is. Some of them are less friendly. But I like them because before they came, the place was empty. Just me and Doris, and she's only interested in reading the most dreadful books ever written. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow. Can I sign for one? No, I'm too busy reading my book to help. Saws. Julie, can I use your card? It still has fines on it. I bet you wish you'd let me make a deal now, huh? Why is your window out onto the roof blocked? For health and safety reasons. Can I get the key? Afraid not. Why? For health and safety reasons. If you need anything else, I'll be here unless I'm not. But I need a picture of myself. The things I do for this job. This is going to be the least convincing fake ID I've seen in all my years as a cop. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Like this one? Oh, well then here you go, Paul. Paul, his name is. My name is Paul. Like it says on the card. My card. Paul, Paul, Paul. Milo Simpson's reverse vampire novel. Guy lied. Even holding it makes me ill. This is my book? No, it is not. What is it? The most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you. Let me see that. Teenage girl, blah blah blah, reverse vampire, blah blah blah, love story. Sounds terrifying. Its mere existence gives me shivers. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed. Agreed. Can you believe something so hideous exists? Can you believe it's so popular? Stoker must be turning in his grave. I hope the poor chap doesn't know. Well, they're gone, but now what? I guess I could tie up some of the other ghosts' loose ends. We got them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now? Good. I daren't see why you'd want this vile thing, but I did promise. Here. Lovecraft's novel. Ah, you were in the kid's illusion, detective. I guess tell me that I shouldn't put this book back yet. I'll hold on to it until I know more about the hidden area Yeats and Crowley mentioned. Can I say you, I sir, shall not convince this Crowley Orc's way to slip over night? About your friend Yeats. He says you won't stop spying on him. I find it most joyous to torment the man. He says you went into that room you mentioned. I do. I'm most bored here. I need something to do, something to read. Why not use that computer to go online? 2 words, safe search. Oh, right. Maybe I can find some kind of workaround. Please, just stay here and don't do anything. You mentioned how did you get past the internet blocks? Just something naughty, detective. Me? No, I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. That's quite well protected, surprisingly. I think Doris was worried somebody would hack in to steal her unpublished fan fiction. But I figured out the admin code, so I bypassed the block. Want me to give it to you so you can use it too? Please? Now Crowley should be able to browse with heart's content. I'll let him know. Okay, I'll set up so you can be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions. Excellent. You may not want to stick around for this. Right, I'll leave you to your business, so shut the door on your way out. Did I sense? Yes, the beast's eyes are focused elsewhere. The air is cleaner now. Well, clearer is maybe not the term I'd use. Come again, sir? Never mind. Just don't go into that room if you can avoid it, as you suggest. Now, what's all this about a hidden room? I'll share what I can. There's a place hidden behind the horror section of the 4th floor. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting this library is within. How do I get in? One of the books in the L section is the lever. Pull it and fix this. Godspeed, man. Hear that, Dooley? Hear what? Oh yes, of course. We need to get to the 4th floor and open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. Wait, how do you know all this? Intuition? Here goes nothing. That seemed to finish with a curious clicking noise. Right, we pull this and... Well, there's that room Yeats and Crowley were talking about. Creepy doorways are a reoccurring motif I'm not too fond of. Let me guess, staying here to cover me again? You got it in one, detective. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time. What is all this? Magic Aleister Crowley's Guide to Popular Wizard Game. The Gnostic Guide to Ghouls and Ghosts. Rituals for Modern Witch-rules. These are all contraband occult books. This is quite the nasty treasure trove. Why didn't I know about this? Necronomicon, a cyclopean cookbook. 101 ways to get ritual stains out of your carpet. Brief history of time magic. The art of pentagram drawing. Those loose wires seem to run to the roof. Normal library fare this. What a strange thing to find here. So, what are you doing here? Like the moth to a flame, I am drawn to the eldritch energies emitted from this book. I like spooky books and electricity. I even lit candles to up the spook factor. Hope this works. Thud. How to find where that landed. Hopefully without having caused any damage. Copy of Ripley's Cast It or Not seems to be open to Summon Spirits page. Maybe if I close it, this whole mess will sort itself out. Ouch. Seems to be charged by this faulty wiring. Wonder where it goes. What's all this noise? I can't hear myself read. So kid, what do you know about the other side of that vent? I didn't mean to do it. Do what? I was lonely, so I went exploring. I found all these neat new books. But the one I read was scary and I ran off. Then the ghost arrived, but I think them caused now I have friends. See, he meant no harm. Troublemaker. Arrest him. Breaking and entering into a room of illegal books. Let's say both set of charges cancel each other out. Only if you get rid of the ghost and finish him somewhere else. Find him somewhere else to go once in a while. He can join me in Blood Wolves? The mayor stopped paying the dib tax, so we had to change from scouts. You okay with that, kid? Sure. That's great, but back to the task at hand. We need to stop energy flowing into the building and into the books. You'll need to get to the lightning conductor on the roof. Here, have the keys. Julie, we're going to the roof, but it's raining outside. So here we go. I suppose I'll hurry duck out of wonder in this case. I knew I played that card too soon. You did, buddy. You did. This is why I end up with overdue fees. Every time I bring a book back, I end up on the roof in the rain. Who wouldn't avoid that? What? I get up to adventures when you're not around, you know? I don't just cease to be because Frankie McQueen's having a night in, but Darkside Detective. Psst. I should be called the cult officer. I'm going to climb the ladder now, probably for the best. Do you need me to go all the way up there? Scared of heights? No. Yes. How come so much of your work is done at night and in the rain? Sometimes I wonder if the people of Twin Lakes know how often we save their bacon. I've never saved any actual bacon. I got a cat named Bacon out of a tree once. An example to us all that duly nerves seems to come from here, but it's too powerful to go near. This is one heck of a lightning show. So what should I need to do? Get down as soon as possible? Looks like the circuit is connected. Look, downstairs. I guess I should break that circuit, then wire the aerial to the lightning rod so the power has somewhere to go. Ouch, my hand. Look, detective, the storm is dying out. Okay, we should be able to close the book now. Trunks filled, detective, though I don't see why we need to take all these books, Dooley. They're contraband. Heavy contraband. We've an arranged agreement then, Doris. You don't fine me for having the books. I don't sue the kid for entering the vault. I go back to business, sans haunting. You should also get that wiring fixed. Fine. Come on, Dooley, let's get back to the office. See you at the camp, Mr. Dooley. See you there, Devin. Case closed. So that's the end of that case. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time for the next case.